partnered speaking with you, and we have with us Dami, the founder of TCKZone. Please, can you all hear me? If you can hear me, just raise up your hand. If you can hear me, just raise up your hand, please.
Yeah,
Dami.
Yes, so I'm Dania from TCKZone, an organization that trains kids like yourselves in technology skills for free. So introducing you to digital skills or computer skills, how to use the computer well, how to write programming languages, coding, robotics. So today what I want to do is introduction to CBT exam. I know some of you want to write JAMB exam very soon. So we're going to do an introduction to, okay, how to go about those type of exams on your computer. Yes, so with me, I have Opeyemi Ajani, and with you there, you should have Muhammed, Aminu, and you should also have Mary with you. Yes, so I'll let them do a quick introduction, that Opeyemi, before it gets started. All right, Opey, over to you.
Yes, my name is Opeyemi, a volunteer at TCKZone also. So a part of those instructors who train kids, introduce kids to tech. So today I'll be your anchor of introducing guys to computer-based exam. Computer-based test, that was known as CBT. As you guys know, that like the registration for the UTM is coming up this month, and the exams around June, July, May, June, if I'm right. So today I'll just be putting into those stuff. CBT, how you go about CBT, how to manage your time, how to answer questions, and how to do that. That's what I'll be putting into today. Please, and that means with others introduce themselves also over there. And then that was done.
Or I think they should have done that. They would have done that. So, or Mary and Mohammed, do you want to introduce yourself? You've done that? All right. Yeah, so they've done that. Okay, okay, so just continue. Maybe you share your screen at this point and yeah, just let them understand. Are their laptops, are their computers connected to the internet? Mohammed, do you know if their computers are connected to the internet? Mohammed, I cannot hear you.
can you hear me?
All right, I can now.
So their computer are not connected.
They're not connected. Okay. All right. So Okpa will just be using his screen and be showing them. Okay. So they just get to like understand how it works. But is it possible to connect them to internet? Are the computers working?
Not sure. Most of them are desktop, but we have one laptop that will be connected.
No, like even desktop. If the desktop can connect to internet.
Yes. Let's check. We are going to check that.
You will check that. Okay. You can always check that. But for this session, let's just proceed. Let them just listen attentively. So Okpa will put them through everything they need to know. Okay. So they can always go back and practice on their own, even like at home. All right. So they can always practice at home. All right, Okpa, just go ahead. Just share your screen and take them through it. Then later I will share like the link and the login details for them to like now use, if that's fine.
All right, Damian, with you.
All right, so just go ahead. Just share your screen and let them, I don't even know, I believe they can see what you're sharing, your screen. Yeah.
I can't share my screen now, it's disabled.
Okay, let me make you a co-host so you can share screen. Yes, I'm making a host. All right, yeah, so you can share your screen now. Yes, we can see your screen. Hope they can see the screen as well.
Can you all see my screen?
Okay, if you can see the screen like showing now, can you raise your hands? All right, so they can see your screen up there.
All right. Yes, I'll be putting you through this computer-based text today, just introduction and to how to go to your CBT, because in JAM, most students are brilliant and are smart. But when it comes to most CBT exam, you see like most people fail not because they are not brilliant, but because of some skills like they ignore, or some things they're supposed to have done, they ignore during their computer-based text. So as you also know, like JAM is a computer-based test. It has a donation for each course. It has a donation for each course. So now I'll just be putting into how to answer a CBT exam and what you do when you're answering a question. But firstly, I would just like to put this to you now. Like when you register for your JAM, UTME exams, the center you select, I'll keep in this there. Like when you're going for your exam, please always get there an hour before the time allocated to you. Always get there an hour before the time allocated to you. Assuming you're asked to come and start your exam by 10 a.m. Please get there by 9 a.m. Because around 9 a.m. they'll need to check you in before you start your exam by 10. It's not around 10 a.m. they'll start checking you in, because that's how some people miss their last previous exam. They got there around 10 a.m. They were stated on their slip, which they're supposed to be there around 9 a.m. to check them in, and around 10 a.m. you'll be starting your exam straight. Please, are you guys hearing me? If you can hear me, just wave your hand. Wave your hand. All right, thanks. So get there an hour before your time when you do your session. And two, when you get to the exam hall, you'll be given a login details to sign into your computer system, the computer system you're given. Please, as soon as you're signing and you're having difficulties with this, please, there will be a lot of instructors in the hall with you. Please always don't feel shy. Please always ask for help. Call them for help. Like, I'm unable to log in and I'm not going to sign up. Another thing I want to chip in that, assuming you're doing your exam, you're doing your computer-based exam, based test, and the server went up, like you can't log in, you can't answer any question again. Please, any instructor beside you, please try to call his or her attention to it so that they're able to solve it, because as you're answering the question, your time is running. Your time is running. Actually, the technical team at TCKZone create their own LMS for you guys. That's lms@tczone.com. That should be the link. But presently, our technical team has not really having you to push those stuff there. But as soon after this class, Muhammed will share the link with Muhammed and put you to log in at your various home. As soon as you have a smartphone and you have internet connection, you can always log into the LMS and practice as much question before the UTME exam. So, but today we'll be using a third-party computer base to put you to today. So today I'll be using this jambai.com just to put you through how to take a free jam tutorial question. Please, I hope you can hear me. If you can hear me, please wave your hand. All right, thanks. So I don't have much time. As I learned from Muhammad, he said the batch is into 2 sessions. So for this session, I'll be very fast. Now, just look at my screen. Don't look, just in jam, everybody is doing 4 subjects. 4 subjects. I know out of it, what is compulsory for everyone is literature in English. I hope everyone can see my screen. I hope everyone can see my screen. Those are the back. I hope that those are the back. If you can see my screen, raise up your hand, please. Those are the back. At the back. All right. I think, Mohammed, you're blocking some view there. I think you're blocking some of their view. So now, when you're going to start your CBT exam, this one is just like I'm using for a test. You log in, they'll give you login details. You log in and they give you a password. When you log in, at every question is allocated sometimes. Is allocated sometimes for you to start your exam. And you see the time counting. I think from some questions for like you're doing 4 subjects and those 4 subjects, maybe they give you 30 minutes or an hour, 30 minutes to answer the whole questions. So, but this one I'm using to practice is giving us 55 minutes to answer like 40 minutes to answer 50 questions. So, excuse me. So now I'll just put it something like now, just like I'm not answering the question rightly, but I'll put it to just to not waste time. Now, when you start a question, you tick your answers and go to the next questions. But please, if you don't understand any questions, you need to skip it and come and answer it later, not to waste time. Like if you are spending more than 6 So as you can see now, at my right side of the screen, maybe it's left to you guys. At my right side, you see the time reading around 2 minutes, 7 seconds. And at my left side of the screen, at my own side here, maybe to be at the right side for you guys, you see the questions rolling. So we are going to be, I'll answer this question. It will be good. You guys are connected to a device and everybody can solve it together. But I'll answer this few questions here. And the way you answer this question, you move to the next one. I'll skip some questions here, pending the time. So now you read the question. When you read the question, go to the option, think about it within 90 seconds. You need to answer your question, please. Within 90 seconds, you need to answer and go so that you have time to review back your questions. And those ones you have not answered, you come back to it and come and answer it. So this is what all about.
All right, let's do a simple practical session. So I want you all to come out one after the other. Okay. So let the Let them come on one after the other. At least one person will answer one question, right? And tell us what to do. All right, who wants to go first? There is young man on white here looking at me. Yes. All right, so can you come forward? Good, come forward, come forward. Stand up, you can stand up from your seat and come towards the computer. All right, so read the question out loud, then choose the correct answer. Choose the correct answer. Let us know which one is the correct answer and what should we press to go next. All right, bring the Bluetooth speaker near him so I can hear him.
Can you hear him?
Yes, I can hear him now.
I hear you.
Okay. So can you read the question and tell us the correct answer?
Can you read it? Yes. Can you read it now?
Remember, Okpa said don't spend more than 90 seconds on the question. So if you see that there's a question you don't understand, what should you do? You click on next. You just skip it. Okay, so what do you want us to do in this position? Do you know the answer?
They said the question is, a fable is a story in which allegations are made about characters, animals, things are used as characters. There is an important issue. So this is the answer. This is A. Aisha is this A. Aisha. Okay, he said the answer is C.
It says the answer is what?
What is the answer?
A. Are you sure? Are you very sure? Is that your final answer? A fable is a story in which A. Allegations are made about characters. B. Animals is or things are used as characters. C. There is an important setting. D. The story is told in poetic form. And it chose A. All right, okay, let's choose A. All right. So from what I researched, I think the answer should have been B, where animals are used. Animals or things are used as characters. But that's a good try. Well done. Well done. All right, give him a round of applause, everybody. Let's clap for him. All right, next person. So I'm going to take 2 more people to come and try out, right? So you just understand, okay, how these questions will be coming up. So I need 2 other people to come forward. Who else wants to try? Who else wants to try?
A lady should come forward.
So a lady, I want a lady. My lady with the blue hijab, all right. All right, okay, well done. Okay, let's pick a story, a question for her. Let's go to the next one. Next, I want something. Okay. No, go to question. I think I saw one that I. Yeah, there was one before all of this. Go back. All right, let's use this. Number 5, question 5. Drama is the representation of a complete series of action by means of A, movements and gestures for the screen and audience. B, speech, movements and gestures for the stage only. C, speech, movements and gestures for the stage, screen, and radio. D, speech, gestures, and movements for the screen and radio. All right, so do you have any idea? What did she say? So what is drama? What do you understand by drama? What did she say? I can't hear her. A, B, C, or D? I didn't hear you. Speak up. Did you say C? Okay, she said C. All right, so speech, movement, and gesture for the stage, screen, and radio. I don't know, is she correct, anybody? Or myself, I'm not sure, but I have a feeling that it's for the stage. Yeah, but we can always check that out. Yeah, but what we're trying to teach you right now is, okay, how does the interface of CBT exam look like? Okay, so when you choose your answer, which of the buttons are you to choose or are you to click on? All right, so if I choose an answer, she chose C. Okay, so you choose an answer. All right, so when you choose an answer, which button should you click on to go to the next question? So which button should we click on to go to the next question? Can she hear me? I can't hear you well. Can you speak up? Next, correct, next. Yes, so you click on next to go to the next question. That's very good, that's very good. Well done, let's give her a round of applause. Let's clap for her. Let's clap for her. Yes, so we're just trying to explain, okay, how does CBT exams work and what are the things you need to take note of, what are the things you need to know so you don't make mistakes. So you need to take note of your time. You need to read the questions well. If you don't know any of the answer, you can just skip it, go to the next one and keep answering it. Then if you have enough time before your class ends, you can now come back and choose the right answers to the previous ones. Do we all understand? Do you all understand? All right. Is there any questions from anybody? Any questions? All right, you can go back to your seats. Thank you. All right, is there any questions from anybody? Does anyone have questions? Do we understand how the CBT exam works now? Do we have questions? Any questions? Please let me ask them. Any questions from anybody? Questions? Any questions? Okay, so we all understand. All right, so if I give you this question or this link and I tell you to answer the questions, would you be able to do it correctly? Would we all be able to do it correctly? If you be able to do it correctly, can you wave your hands? Can you wave your hands? Yeah, so I see some people waving their hands. Some people are not sure. Okay, so if I give you this site and I tell you go and practice, will you be able to practice with it? Wave your hands if you'll be able to practice with it. Okay, Mohammed, can you interpret it for them? Let them understand my question. I'm not sure if some of them understand me. Yes, very slightly. I can hear you very slightly. All right, so did you understand it now?
Yes.
All right then. All right, so if you understand it, yeah, that's what I wanted to show you. All right, so I don't know if you have like other comments before you round off for this session.
Yes, after they are completed with the question, like now, I'll go to the last question here. This question is up to 40.
Yes, how to submit, right?
How to submit, yes.
How to submit, that's very important. So everyone, look up how to submit.
If you can see my screen, and this is the last question. When you get to the last question, like the last question, question 40, and you know that you have not answered some question, you left some question behind, please go back. If you still have enough time, you can see my screen. This time is still counting. This time is still counting. If you know you have enough time to review your question back, to go, those questions you have not answered, you can just go back and start clicking one by one to check it. If you know you right, maybe you do something wrong or you want to review it back. So those ones you have not answered, you can just start clicking it back and not come back and submit. So, and it's to prompt, are you sure you want to end this test? So when you're very sure, you click yes. If you are not sure, you click no. So if you click no, it will throw you to get you back to your normal question. But when you're done, you just click finish and click yes. Yes. But CBT, damn, you tell me will not send you your scores like this one. So your scores will send to you later on, after maybe some days, 2 days after your exam or 3 days after your exam, or 24 hours after the exam, they'll send you back you your scores. That's how it's done. And at this point, you need to know, like, if you're trying to submit and you're not sure that you submit well, please call the instructor. You have an instructor in your hall standing to help you out. Please always speak loud. Don't feel shy. Please talk to them like, yeah, I'm trying to submit my CBT. Is not submitting. Or when you're doing the test and suddenly the system went off. Let me just say, the system went off. You're not seeing anything on your server. You're not seeing your question again. Please always call the instructor to attention. Please always talk to them. This is what's happening. I can't log in. Please don't keep to yourself. Don't sit down there, because assuming the system went off, your time is still counting. You just log in, you say like, oh yes, out of maybe 40 minutes they give to you, you only remain 5 minutes, and I'll be watching to do the rest question. Please always speak up, please. I think that's what I have for you guys now. But you guys need to ask me questions now. Any question for me? Mohammed.
All right, Mohammed, so ask them if they have questions. If any of them have questions, let them tell you or ask you, so you ask us.
Mohammed, are you with us? Mohammed. Or Mary. Yes, please, can you ask them if they have any question? Please let them throw it back to let them answer us question. Let us answer them.
Do you have any questions? I found some there. They said no, none of them.
All right. Thank you very much, Mary.
All right, thank you for joining us today. All right, so I believe there's another batch. if I'm right, Mohammed.
Maybe.
Yes. So tell them, we'll be sending them the link to join or to practice, how they can practice. So we'll be sending them a link, how they can practice and the login details. So they will practice and they will get familiar with it. All right, so they can keep practicing on their own. All right, so let's let the next batch in.
Okay, thank you, Dani. Thank you also. So,
I can't hear you. Can you move closer to the? Still cannot still hear you.
can you hear me now?
Okay, it's a bit faint. Okay, can you speak up now? Let me see.
Can you hear me?
Okay, go ahead.
I understand. You enjoyed the class.
Hi, everyone.
Even though the time is short, but I hope you enjoyed it. So they said that you